Ronaldo would trap you, but I love it.
It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's been a great day of football to begin the season, and now it's time for our main event. We're off on Sunday night. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Xavier Legette, the target on that throw. And now they face 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Davis gets it from the gun. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, an inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. That finds Ayuk complete. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. Third and a lone yard coming up. Man in motion here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was David Njoku. So it's going to be 4th and short. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash.
You know, Kate, there was a time when you and I were growing up watching football where a 50-yard kick was impressive. But these kickers of today, they just keep pushing that boundary and showing off incredible leg strength.
Starting at the 10. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. Hits his running back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Putting a receiver in motion. First down, and they go right back to him. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
They send a man in motion. From the 40 on 2nd down. Completed to his running back. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone. Mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates will get to see the body language. Little nod, little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Motioning the tight end now. There's a give, left side. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Defense making a couple of good stops here. And this brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. They'll try it with him again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense up to the line fast. They've got a man in motion. Stroud now on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A give left side. Here's Davis. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Going to the ground again on first. And he finds his way up to the 47 before he stops. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up to 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Man in motion here. Here's 2nd and 5. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. That's the end of the first quarter and our first Sunday night game of the season. Neither side separating much. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Completes this one to Jahan Johnson. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Running out of the gun with Davis. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They'll go again with Davis. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. the 19. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Putting a receiver in motion. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings push their lead to 3. Butker on now to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On play action, here's Stroud. He's got the hook up to Watkins. They drop it with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Running back sent in motion. From the 41. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He sent a man in motion. Stroud now on 3rd. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Hurts. Got a man, it's Njoku. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down throwing for Hurts. This is reeled in by Leggett. Get some space around midfield. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The Packers take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
On the handoff, here's Davis. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
On first down, Hurts has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Davis takes it straight ahead. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Has it at the 7. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Davis has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. It's 2nd and goal. They've got a man in motion. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Couldn't pick up anything. And now it brings up 3rd and goal from the 2.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Davis, and he runs it across, touchdown! The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime. Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings make it a 10-point ball game. Butker on now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. Third down from the gun. Looking right, and he finds him. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Stroud throwing here on first. Brought in right side. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Shotgun now for Stroud. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's third down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Finds his back complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. From the gun, Stroud. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers make it a 1-score game before halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Fits it through the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. On the move, headed right. On the run right. He's got it. Looks like the feet are in bounds too. Oh, I don't believe it.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Throwing it just before halftime. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings will extend their lead as time expires in the half. David Njoku, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Stroud off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be kicked there.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Man in motion, out of the slot. Here he is on 3rd and long. Launches one deep downfield. Well, they had the hook, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Punt team on the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And it's going to be Vikings football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running left is Davis. And this one does not go far. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Toward the sideline, and he's got Leggett. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. New series coming up following the punt. And the Packers will take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now give left side. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Derek Forrest able to make the stop.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 from the 41. A tight end in motion now. On play action, here's Stroud. He'll get this one to Watkins. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 27. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Another try following the sack. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Davis there to grab it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Handoff here to Davis. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
So often, one of the things you have to teach running backs at the NFL level, you don't always have to hit a home run. Especially in short yardage situations, just go get that single and move the chains.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Going right back to Davis. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here's 2nd and 11. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. You got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
On third down, it's Hurts. He's on the move. That one complete to Njoku. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Hurts throwing again. Now right, Leggett makes the ground. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings take a 3-possession lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again, in a massive sack on first down. Well, that's the right way to begin this series defensively.
Trying again following the sack. He sends this one to the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
I'm just going to say, maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Third and long for him here. Fits it through the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
A big gain on the play. It's 4th down.
That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches.
63.
On fourth down, Hurts. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. What a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down and pull off the conversion.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Slot man motioned over. A handoff for Davis, running right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
From the pistol, Hurts. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So now, here's third and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Intercepted in the end zone!
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Stroud to throw again on second. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
On third and long, it's Stroud. Brought in along the sideline, just need an official ruling, and they say catch. Great play. That goes as a gain of 25 yards. First.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Working quickly here. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. So now here's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has it downfield, working the left. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Packers.
Under.
Stroud throwing here on first. They'll get this one to Watkins. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Shotgun now for Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down, Stroud. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers cut the lead down to 10. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Davis. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw, Hurts. Forced out to his right. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Hurts now from the gun. He's going to push one deep down the right. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Minnesota. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings take a 3-possession lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Stroud. Finds a man right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 37. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. That's incomplete left side. He was looking Xavier Legat's way there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Davis gets it from the gun. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings looking like they'll start this season with a win. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Man in motion here. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Vikings put up even more points in a win. David Njoku, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings make it a 24-point ball game. Butker on now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And they pick him off again. Picked by Derek Forrest. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Setting up for the kneel down on third. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Looks like they want to squeeze every point they can out of this game. Field goal team is out there. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And they wanted to add 3 more there, but silver lining, they aren't exactly hurting for a big lead.
I ain't seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real, I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my day I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it, I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sickness. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, got a game a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, can I drop your bag sass? I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Now I'm afraid of the dark. There ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the South on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chump, at least I know I'm up. Boy, thump, like my name is Jumper up a pump. Boy, I bump in that Billy Strong, he ain't know he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to catch. count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too hard to count. I'm pretending with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They just sucking my blood, drinking love with the count. Flowing like water, three with the smiles, all the ops gonna pop. They all in the sewers, the south in the clouds.
I'ma stay down to the sound, to the sound, to the sound. On the floor to the steps, build up, with the pen to the steps,
Got no paper, told him quit the pocket watching jeans, ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes. Schizophrenic with the bag, listen to the money, nigga praying every day. Glad to say I was broke, tell him battle. Now I got my bands up, 1000 on the